What's shaking, Chew Nation? ChewbaccaLlema here, back with another Madden 18 half-hour only sniping video where we snipe for a half hour and hopefully make a lot of coins. You see, this is a team we've put together. We played all weekend league games on Twitch. I don't know how long it took, like 12 hours over Saturday and Sunday. That was a lot of Madden. I'm not sure I'm going to do that again, but we did play all 25 games and we did okay, I would say. But here's the team that we put together. It is a 96 overall with John Madden, but I let GPH borrow him for the week until weekend league, so, or maybe even longer if I don't play weekend league. But yeah, so he's borrowing him. So right now it is only a 95. It's still pretty solid. And this Mel Blunt is not mine anyway. So that's it. Khalil Mack and Hendricks don't even see the field, but those aren't mine. But everybody else is mine. So anyway, that's the team. But yeah, we're gonna go after big hits today, big snipes. Now, because of that, there's going to naturally not be as many hits. So, you know, it's not going to be like a snipe every minute. I hope that's okay with you, but it is really fun to go for the big snipes. Hopefully hit something good. But if you're curious, like I said, we did okay on Weekend League, 23-2. We were 23-1, but then we ended up losing the last game against somebody that went 23-2 as well. And then we actually lost really bad on that game, actually. But looking back on it, I think I can do much better the next time. I've seen some stuff that I've never seen before. So I'm ready to go and feel really good about my game right now. Obviously, it went 23-2. That's pretty good. I was 23-1. Started 15-0. Lost my 16th and then lost my 25th game. So I would say I would take that. So anybody that says I'm terrible at this game, come on now. What we're going to do is 96-97, and we're going to go through the chemistries. Now, you actually might just be able to not even... You don't even have to do the chemistries if you already see 59 minutes right here when it comes back. But you see it's not. You could also try some letters as well and just keep refreshing. Just double click and it will refresh. There's many ways, you know, there's many things you can do. But we're gonna go through the cat values. I hope I said that. I might have said chemistries. Cat values 51 to 60, 61 to 70, and then 71 to 80. And it should be good. It should be good. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are sniping real well. If you hit anything using this or something along these lines, definitely let me know in the comments below. This obviously will, you know, I'm only going between 3 of them. You can do, which I'll show you, I guess, 41 to 50, but there's just not as many cards. Bam. You know, you see it's just not that full. And same with greater than 80. There's just not that many. You got Calvin, Keenan Allen, Jerry Rice. There's only a few cards that are above 80, so I'm doing those 3 starting with 51 to 60. But of course, like I said, you can go through chemistries. You can not even do any of this and just do 96-97 and keep refreshing. But if you're, you know, if there's more people on, then obviously that's not going to work. You got to make sure you're seeing the newest cards. So as long as you're seeing the newest cards, you're good. But yeah, that's it. Going for the big hits. I know it's, you know, I hope I can be entertained for a half hour because I'm gonna just keep refreshing and hopefully hit something good. But let me know, how's your weekend league going, or how's your Madden game going? I know a lot of people who's probably watching this get maybe more joy out of sniping than actually playing the game. Now, I've been playing the game quite a lot this year, not crazy amounts. I've definitely sniped a lot, but lately I don't really snipe anymore. This is the first time I've actually been sniping and probably even touching the auction house in over a week, which I know maybe not seem that long, but for, you know, being on stream and everything, like, I don't even touch the auction house, and people asking, like, what's a good filter? I'm like, I don't even know. I've bought some cards. I'm down to 1.5 million, but I haven't really touched anything with the auction house. So it's been a minute since I've been really sniping, and it really, you know, like before Christmas is about when I about Christmas time, I feel like I kind of toned down. You remember I was at like 10 million coins. I did John Madden, you know, got me down to like 4 million, and I had a lot of coins. I just keep spending them, but I'm not really making them anymore. So it's just hard. I mean, I feel like I burned myself out of sniping so much. I still enjoy sniping, of course. When you're making coins, it's always more fun than when you're just, you know, doing this and maybe not hitting anything for a half hour. That's not fun, but still, I do enjoy sniping. Playing the game has been more fun when you see stuff that is different. I will admit, and maybe this is why I went 23-2, I didn't see a lot of the same stuff. Of course, I saw West Coast Playbook, but it wasn't that much. I've seen people run single back tight slots, which I ran a little bit of. I'm in the Houston Playbook, so it has it. And I feel like my single back tight slots D is really good. I feel like my gun bunch D is pretty good as well. The only thing that really got me was gun bunch tight end. Gun bunch tight end I think is really, really tough. And I'm going to have to do something. I gotta think about how I'm gonna attack that next time. But really, I didn't see anything like. I didn't see anybody really like stay in gun bunch for the entire game, outside of a couple people. But I don't think their gun bunches were really that good, so it kind of helped. I mean, I faced a handful of top 100 guys in Weekend League, which of course are they're really good. I don't think this is a good deal at 270, but I will 270, 280. Okay. But I did face a handful, which you would think going 23-2, you're gonna face some top guys. But I didn't really face anybody that was top. I felt like top, besides the last guy I played who just played really well. I didn't really feel like anybody I played was playing anybody that was crazy good, or maybe I was just playing really well, and maybe there was some good players in there. I hope that's the case. There was a few people in there that people were like, this guy's really good, and I ended up beating him really easily. But sometimes it's just a bad matchup. The last game I played, it was a 6-7 game, I think, at halftime. So it was close. It was like this game could go either way. And I ended up losing by like 25 or something. Like, it wasn't even close. Now, granted, there was a few fumbles in there, and me realizing the game was over, kind of playing a little silly. There's a lot of things that go into a blowout like that, but the game could have. I mean, at half you could have, or a little before half, you could have said this game could go either way, but it did not go my way. Obviously, last game too. I mean, we would have been top 10 if we would have won that. But, anyways, I do want to talk about sniping, but there's really the reason I'm kind of talking more about Weekend League 1 because I'm still kind of pumped. 23-2. I can't believe I never played that many games. But I'm still pretty pumped. I've been thinking about picking up this Patrick Peterson and selling Marshawn Lattimore, or keeping both of them. Maybe they're very similar cards. Marshawn Lattimore is I mean, I could power up Peterson. I have him all the way powered up, but then I can't sell him. I can sell Lattimore. So unless I'm going to keep both of them, like Lattimore just seems like the more logical player to keep. But Patrick Peterson in open field is going to be awesome. Marshawn Lattimore, though, has played really well. So it makes me think that I put Lattimore on one side and Patrick Peterson on the other. That should be pretty much clamped in the passing game. But Mel Blount, with secure tackler, is kind of, awesome. Like, he's like the best corner in the game. So I don't know. I feel like Mel Blount is almost like a must. I almost feel like I have to keep him. And AJ Boye is actually really good as well. So I don't know. I don't know what the right call is, but. Well, okay, I was getting off track. Sniping. So, obviously the Combine cards, you can snipe those. You can go through the sets and snipe just the cheap Combine players really easy, or you can go right through the auction house as well. But really easy to snipe them, going through positions with the Combine promo. There's a lot of things you could do. I don't really think I need to go in a video with it because there's nothing really crazy about the promo that really is, really difficult. But that's, of course, really good. Obviously, the top end cards are getting easier to snipe now because there's more of them, so the filters are more full. There's good filters like this filter. Of course, I haven't hit anything, but it will lead to big hits for a lot of people because you're getting a full filter and just natural. That's good if you got top cards with a full filter because there's a lot of cards. The odds of hitting something, the more cards being posted, the better, just by math logic there. So. There's that. It is getting a little bit easier to snipe the. Oh, 291. Oh yes. Oh, I got my Mutthead shirt on, guys. If you have not checked out the Mutthead podcast, definitely do that. I don't know. I feel like that was a good deal, right? It says he's worth 400. Come on. Oh, I have to wait for it to refresh. 405, 399. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll go ahead and get it up to like 400 and we'll wait. It's less than a minute. That's the only downside to Mutthead. The only thing I said that I do not like about Mutthead is you have to wait for that. When it says less than a minute, you have to wait till it's a minute because it just got refreshed or whatever. So I have to wait to see the actual up to date. Doesn't even show my last sell. But that I know that was. Oh, thank you. I did not. That's so cool. Okay. So Mutthead podcast. If you haven't checked it out, check that out in the description. I'm gonna put it right at the top. I don't think I'm going to do that. So I'll put it right at the top if you want to check that out. Thank you guys so much for all the support on there. Thank you very much. As we're looking on Mutthead and waiting and trying to drag this out as long as we can because it still says less than a minute and we got to figure out what to sell this for. I could just back out, but it's been almost a minute now. So I guess we'll just sit here and wait and talk about our feelings and you know, how things are going in life, and now it's been a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and move on and go ahead and say click that. 291. Wow, someone 6 days ago got one for 150. The one before that sold for 405. 410. I'm going to go ahead and put mine up for actually 420. I do think 400 is okay. So if it sells for 400, that's 360. 69,000. All right. I like it. Wait, did I put that 420? Let's go. Okay, we had a good half hour. We've already had a good half hour. I like it. So we might end it. Well, we're not going to end it now. Hopefully we'll get something else. But let's go. Sniped to Alvin Kamara. Kamara, like Camaro. That's how I remember it now. That's what somebody said, and I'm like, yeah, that's a good way to remember it. I still struggle. It's like Boye to me. People say Bouye? Bouye? Is that what it is? But I'm pretty sure it's Boye. Obviously, Houston Texan. Boye sounds better. I'm going with it. But I've seen, I don't even know what other. There's another pronunciation that's out there, but I think it's Boye. But anyway, Kamara, like Camaro, is the way to say it. So there we go. We got him. What a deal. Thankfully, we've seen that right away. The only reason is because right before I started recording, I was kind of going through the card prices, and I remember looking him up, and I'm thinking, 400K is actually not that bad. Honestly, a card that I could maybe keep because of the fact that he has that. I think he has 91 route running, I think. Actually kind of curious. Can we check that out? No, it's kind of... I hope I didn't miss it. I might have missed 90 route running. But I have John Madden. That's right. I have John Madden, which gives him 91, which leads me to my next point. Wait, what? We gotta check this out. John Ross, 90. If you have the coin, well, almost everybody probably has the coins. John Ross, if you can't afford him, 100% John Ross, get him. 120K, whatever he goes for, get him. Okay, 665. I said he's worth like 700. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're moving on. That's good to know, though. We can sell him for like 700. Maybe like, I mean, 22 hours ago, I sold for 800. I mean, that's, but still, I'm not taking that risk. But, okay, John Ross. John Ross, and I should get the accurate right now. Last I checked, he was going for 120. Oh, wait, 110. 110,000 coins. John Ross, 98 speed. Most of the corners you're going to be facing. So sorry. Most of the corners you're going to be facing will have 93, 94 speed. So the fact that you have John Ross with 98 speed, if you have John Madden, obviously it's 99, which I thankfully have, 99 speed versus a 93, 94 speed. There's so many like opportunities with that extra speed. And obviously if you have John Madden, John Ross now has 91 route running as well. It's like broken. The game is broken with him. Maybe that's why I did so well. John Madden plus John Ross, the Johns joining together, so glitchy. Not to mention now that Kamara might be a pretty much glitch. He might be a glitchy move as well with 91 route running. I actually kind of think about picking him up over Jamal Charles. I don't know. I'll have to compare those. Jamal Charles v. Alvin Kamara, which, yeah, we'll definitely have to check that out. Oh, man. Okay. All right, I think we're good. We're about halfway in the video, and we got a cough coming on. Been sick. If you can't tell, based on it sounding like, wow, that sounds terrible. Agreed. But that is, I mean, we're at the tail end of the cold, so we're coming in. I don't really want to, well, I could edit it out, but then people would think that I don't know, like I cheated or something, so it's tough. I don't know what the right move is when it's live. It's kind of tough. Okay, come on. Let's get another one. Got the Kamara. Let's get another one. Come on. That was really clutch, especially because we need the coins. We need them. I know. I shouldn't say that because I know people are like, you have 1.5 million, you still have a ton of coins. And now less than 1.3, but you have a ton of coins. But yes, but you got to think like ultimate tickets will be coming out. Like, you know, we're going to be getting I don't have Michael Vick, I don't have CJ2K, I don't have Mel Blount. I have him on my team, but I haven't actually. You know, he's obviously very expensive. Like, he's not mine. Like, I don't have some of the best players. Mean Joe Green at defensive tackle, who obviously is a cheat code. You know, there's a lot of guys that I don't have, even though my team is really, really good, that would make my team look better for sure. Wide receivers, I could definitely upgrade my wide receivers. Offensive line, there's a few positions I could upgrade a little bit, just a little bit, like Petonio, Delario, and that's about it. But, you know, there's definitely positions I can upgrade. So, 1.5 million, Mean Joe Green, the coins are gone. You know, like, there's like, I guess I'll check out Vaughn. I don't see why this would be a good deal, but, okay, Ryan Shazier, so that's a really good idea. That's really good that I see. Okay, he's worth 430. Okay. Okay, just so I know. It always helps to know. Got these prices down. Cliff Harris, and we saw Shazier sell. So, all right. So yeah, I mean, 1.5 million ultimate tickets. You know, go for over $1 million or even more than that. So they're going to be coming out, and I mean, I guess we're a few months out, but I don't really have. I won't be able to get the best cards when they come out, which is basically what I've done all year. I've waited till cards were out for a little bit before I got them. The only exceptions are my Road 2 series. So, like, Marshawn Lattimore, I paid like $900K for. Ken Houston, I paid a big. Oh, there's Mean Joe Green. Man, could that have been a good? Too bad that couldn't be a snipe. That would be a good. That would make for a good video, but that would make for a good video. Michael Vick, $795. I don't think that's a good deal. I don't think. Ryan Shazier, no, thank you. So wanted to. I know I'm actually kind of curious. Ooh, Patrick Peterson for 331. I actually need to look this up. It says he's worth 370. 370 would be like no profit. I'm not gonna buy it. Yeah, there's like so many up at 370. That's a really good deal. If I wanted to buy him, it's a good deal. But if somebody undercuts that, though, I will. Because I could sell them for 370, 374-ish, 100%. It's just not worth it. Like, I'm not going to make, like, anything off of it. But, so Weekend League, just real quick. If you guys, I know I feel like I'm all over the place here. If you guys want to see me break down, it will take a while. It'll take me probably, it'll be towards the end of the week. But if you guys want to see me break down, like, how I defended and how I went 23-2, definitely let me know. Especially those who are watching now, because you guys are, you know, obviously very supportive. And you guys are the ones that I want to make sure I'm, you know, giving the best content to. But if you want to see, like, what I did and how I did it, obviously I have a really good team. That helps. I'm not going to lie. Like, the team definitely helps. But how I defended certain things and what was I doing against maybe Gun Bunch or what was I doing against certain things, definitely let me know. Because I'm thinking about doing that. It will take a while. I have 12 hours of film. I'm not a coach. 12 hours of Twitch stuff that I have, you know, on Twitch that I can download and use to show like different. So I have a ton of, you know, all 24 of 25 games that were streamed, so I can show you what I did. But just a little tidbit. What I've been doing, and if you've seen my gameplays, I kind of talked about this as well. McCaffrey at 247. Cover 6, cover 9, with cover 2 sprinkled in. 3-4 over, strictly used for deuce close, which is really good against deuce close. I'm using the Ravens playbook on D. So there's Ravens. I feel like it's super good for 3-4 odd because it has 3-4 odd is obviously good, but it also has 3-4 over, has 4-4, which I don't really touch. But the fact that it has 3-4 odd, 3-4 over, that's really all I need in a playbook because that's pretty much all I use. But that's basically cover 6 and cover 9. Super good against a lot of the stuff that people are running. If you know how to run it. I've been running cover 6, cover 9 for a while. And the basic idea is usually I put clouds. Usually. And I like to put J.J. Watt in a spy because it's fun to get interceptions with him. He's not the best spy in the game. It's probably Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson is probably the best spy in the game, but I'm not going to lie. Getting a pick with J.J. Watt feels really good. So that's just a little bit of, you know, just kind of, I feel like it just feels good. So I do put it, and a lot of people you face, especially in Weekend League when you get to the higher, they're having Michael Vick. So it's not a bad idea, even if you don't want to spy every play, which I spy pretty much every play. But even if you don't want to spy every play, it wouldn't be a bad idea, especially throughout the week, to just get used to like how your defense would look if you spy a lot. Because when you face Michael Vick, which a lot of people will be running, you are going to want to spy because it basically will, even 80 speed J.J. Watt completely shuts down Michael Vick because of the nerfing of speed behind the line, you know, that kind of thing that EA changed years ago, or a few years ago. So the fact that that is the case. Michael Vick, even though really fast, since he can outrun J.J. Watt. There is times when the spy can get beat, even with 80 speed. So he's like, I'm using somebody that's not the best spy out there. He's still very, very good as a spy. So I put him at defensive tackle, and I blitz or rush Jadeveon Clowney, Jason Taylor, and Von Miller. Obviously, that's really glitchy with those secure tacklers. And Von Miller, obviously, I guess, I don't know if he's the best because he doesn't have secure tackler, but he's an absolute stud. So those three are always blitzing, and they're all three amazing, which is what I like. And then, obviously sometimes Watt will blitz. Sometimes, I'll send, linebackers and stuff and do other stuff as well. But that's basically it. Shade underneath and then shade over top for the clouds and cover 6 or cover 9 to make sure to get clouds on both sides. And that is the big part of it. Of course, you got to sometimes move people around based on situations and do different stuff. But that is the little tidbit that I was doing. And if you haven't tried out, I know Zan, I think, did a video on specifically cover 6 against Gun Bunch. I think that's what it was, right? I haven't watched it yet. I do want to watch to see what he does. I'm sure it's very similar to what I've been doing. I'm just going to tell you guys, I've been doing it for a pretty long time. Not that he stole it from me, because I don't think he did. But I've been doing it for a while, and I really do think it is really good. There's of course other defenses you can run that are pretty good at stopping as well, but overall Gun Bunch, if you have a good Gun Bunch, it's really tough to defend, no matter how good your defense is. The best defense against a good Gun Bunch is honestly, I gotta check this out, right? Is heat, sending heat, right? If this sells for 380, which I don't know if it does. The 42? Man, I don't know. Do I buy it? That's 10K. I feel like you could buy it. So that's one of those, you could. The only downside I would say to it, or one of the downsides, is that tomorrow, that's not really going to affect it too much, but you got, the top 10 are getting a free Ultimate Legend, which could, I guess there'll be a few more Ultimate Legends. Not really. Whenever there's more new stuff coming out, that probably won't affect the market at all, but you got to always be careful, make sure the stuff sells before new packs drop and that kind of thing, but I don't know, but I'm not going to do it. It's so tough. That's 10K, though. It's still a lot of coins. It's still there. If somebody undercuts that, I will be very thankful. I will buy it. Pretty much buy most undercuts. 325 and under, probably 100%. Which might be silly, not buying that at 332. The last one sold for, see, this is why I'm a little nervous. Okay, the last one sold 372, 360, 340, 375, 386, 390, 389. Great, 373, 363, and then 494 somehow. Yes, I don't know. Oh man, there was one. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know the right answer to this. That's when things get kind of hairy. They do get a little hairy. Come on, Chad. I'm sure I did a very poor job of explaining my defense, but of course, this isn't a deep video on my defense, and I know a lot of you guys who are watching this just want to, focus on sniping. So I don't want to bore you with what I'm doing, especially when I'm not showing the gameplay. It makes it kind of hard. Makes it a little hard to explain it. Oh, it also helps that I have Anthony Barr as my user, best user in the game, secure tackler. It is so glitchy. He can stop the run. He's obviously tall as all get out, and it's good speed. Better than Shazier, I'm calling it. He has secure tackler. Shazier doesn't have secure tackler. So even in the run, I don't even know if people would Shazier is obviously horizontally. Moving side to side, Shazier's, you would think, he's going to be faster. Obviously, he is faster. He's going to move side to side much quicker, but is that Chad still there? Nah, it's not. Okay. Yes, that's true, but he doesn't have secure tackler, so even if you get there, it doesn't mean he's going to bring him down. And he obviously then, that's in the run game, that's huge. in the passing game, like, I don't know, 3 speed to give up, what, 4 inches? And again, no secure tackler, which anytime making an open space, like secure tackler is just so clutch. And Anthony Barr, something about him, he's so good. Like, a lot of people were thinking that going into this year, like, they're going to probably nerf it. Like, Anthony Barr is not going to be that good again, right? Like, last year. You remember last year? Anthony Barr. Anthony Barr was the best user in the game until a new Anthony Barr came out, and then that was the new best user in the game. Like, it was always Anthony Barr, pretty much the whole year. Even people like Shazier, like, yeah, Shazier, okay, Shazier. But Anthony Barr was, like, pretty much unanimously in the competitive side. Like, say, Anthony Barr is the best user in the game. Whenever a new one came out, that was the best user in the game. That was pretty much it worked. I feel like it's kind of the way this year as well. Some people do like the Shazier. Some people will say like Jason Taylor because he has his speed and 1 inch taller. You know, like maybe he's right there. I haven't used him. I don't know how he moves around, but I have both of them. So Jason Taylor, Anthony Barr combo. I would much rather have Jason Taylor on the end with secure tackler. Like is absolutely phenomenal. So I feel like using him as a user is almost wasting him. Not that the user is like the most important position, but when you can go with Barr, which is basically like even at, like just as good. If Jason Taylor is even good, I'm not even sure. I don't even know. He might not even be good. I don't know. I'm told that maybe he's good. I'm also wondering if I can hit another card. I bought that Chad Johnson that would have made me feel a little bit better. Just because I would have bought a second card, which that's kind of expected. 1 or 2 cards a half hour. I know that does seem like it could get boring, and for that, I'm sorry. But that's part of going for big hits. Like, you can't just expect like a big hit to happen every 5 minutes. That would be awesome, but then everybody would be doing it, and it would, the skill gap would be very, 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 very little skill gap, which actually makes me think. I was watching somebody on Twitch saying that there's like basically like there's no skill gap, and a lot of the competitive guys saying there's like no skill gap. Do you think there's more of a skill gap in sniping? That's crazy. I bet that, yeah, there's more of a skill gap in sniping, making coins off the auction house, than there is in the actual game, which I guess is good for us who snipe, but in the game, maybe not so good. Yeah, that's crazy. The biggest skill gap in the game, the game of Madden, is actually not the gameplay itself. It's actually the auction house. Well, we are running out of time. And I feel like I've been so discombobulated with my commentary in this half hour. I feel like there's so much stuff going on in my head. I'm thinking about, alright, well, thinking about sniping, of course, but I'm also thinking about, you know, weekend league, what I could have done better to get that last W, or the one before that could have been 16. I could have easily won that game, the 16th game, to go, instead of going 15-1, going 16-0, and then the game I was 18-1, no, 17-1 I think, and the guy quit, and it didn't give me the win. So, you know, I don't know if matchups, how that would have matched up, how that would have mattered, but I might have not had to. I might have been 24-1. I wouldn't have had to play my last game. That would have changed things as well. Or maybe I would have been matched up with someone else. They could have beat me. You never know what would have happened if I would have gotten that win. Maybe I would have matched up with someone else. I don't know. You know, I don't know how that would have worked. I don't know the matchmaking system. I know it's weird. I don't know. I don't know. Because the guy who beat me on my last game wasn't even in the top 100, or I don't even think he was. I don't even know how many wins. It seemed like he was playing like I think he might have been at like 15 wins. I was at 23 wins, and we played each other. Like, I don't understand how that works. But I don't know how many people at 23 are like searching for a game. You know, so you don't expect to get somebody that's like right there at your same level unless they search at the same time. But you know, I don't know. I don't understand the matchmaking system. It's just, you know, Brandon Cook's at 250. Alright, running on time. Let's see if we can get one. I'm a little regretting not buying that Chad Johnson. A little bit. Not really. It's alright. Cliff Harris, 299. Cook's really good, 250. These combine cards seem so cheap. Oh yeah, that Patrick Peterson. I don't think I should have bought it, but I might regret it if I decide later in the day. I'm like, you know what? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. If I'm like, yeah, maybe I will. Oh, Poe's only 280. Like, he's also secure tackler. Like, that's pretty good. I didn't even think about him as just an overall card to pick up. That might not be a bad idea. Horn Moon. I don't think so. Well, yeah, these common cards. I mean, yeah. So Patrick Peterson, maybe I should pick him up. Maybe. I don't know. It's just so hard. Like power-ups, people will be like, yeah, you don't do power-ups, and I can understand. Like they're not a good investment. Patrick Peterson, you can compare him to Marshawn Lattimore, and you will see that they're basically the same card. Powered up Patrick Peterson versus Marshawn Lattimore. They're very, very similar. Patrick Peterson's a little bit better after the catch. Marshawn Lattimore's a little bit better. Maybe like fight a little bit better in a few areas, but pretty much very similar. Very, very similar cards. But yeah, they're very similar. So it wouldn't make sense really to probably. Oh, I can't compare there. I wanted to see. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It wouldn't really make sense to upgrade to Patrick Peterson because of that. He's basically Marshawn Lattimore and just like very similar. So we're gonna go ahead and show that, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I really do, really do appreciate it. No, not Marshawn Lattimore, Patrick Peterson. I really do appreciate it because Madden's kind of tough. To just pull in views, get people to watch it, to be entertained with it. So it's tough. So thank you guys so much. You see it, the agility, obviously Patrick Peterson. Man coverage. So the man coverage agility is going to be interesting. So he's going to be powered up 97 man probably, I'm guessing. Most of these will be +1s. So he's going to be at 95 instead of 96 speed. It's going to be a little bit slower by a tick. His excel might go up to 95. His agility could go up to 98. So, he's got the zone, 91 zone. His press is going to be a little bit. It's a very similar card. I don't know. I just, it doesn't really probably make sense to power him up. But I do already have Patrick Peterson powered up, so I just have to buy this card. But it's also 350K that will be completely gone. But I do like me some Patrick Peterson, so. Or I just pick him up and I don't power him up too, so that I can sell him, That could be an option as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are absolutely incredible. I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, we got the Kamara. So that's pretty cool. So thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely incredible. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma out.